Wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Don't Make This Weird podcast. Because guess what? I'm in studio.
She's back, bitch. Yes.
Bitches, I'm home. It only took me a year, a lot of tears, not a lot of baby oil.
Too much fucking ice cream.
Tears, too much ice. No ice cream, actually.
What?
No, surprisingly.
We're going to the split screen.
But I'm back. God, it's been a year. Oh, my God.
Been too goddamn long.
It has been. It's been native. I know we've overdone that. Whatever. Welcome to the Don't Make This Weird podcast, everybody. In studio with
Live.
my little buddy.
That's right.
Live
Fucking
in
little buddy
studio.
days. Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Happy to be here, little buddy. Happy to
Hell
fucking finally
yeah.
be home. I know the last time I was in studio, the energy was like,
People were commenting on it
Yeah.
for like the whole month. Like, go back to do that. You guys don't suck when you're separate. Or when you're
Heather is
together.
home. Yes. Yes, I am. I am home.
Hell yeah.
You know I'm home. Whatever. Don't act like you don't know. But I am. I'm
Well,
home.
speaking of who's
in
home,
studio.
the
I'm
missus just
here.
walked through
Hello.
the door.
She's so gorgeous. You're so lucky.
Damn
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, I'm back in the studio.
Yeah.
Thankful to be here.
Yes.
Lots to catch up on.
Well, speaking
Lots
of
to
that,
talk about.
talk about your week so I can get the stuff shirt
So
on.
we've been off for a couple weeks because I actually quietly have been packing to get back here. So that was kind of taking up a lot of the time, was behind the scenes packing, getting all that stuff together to get here. So it's been a long couple weeks between
A very long couple of weeks.
It's been a very long time. So between working, trying to finish up my shifts like up north, and then packing up a house to get here. Not a hoarder house, thankfully, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This past year was eating foods and buying things I didn't fucking need. So that doesn't fill a void. I'm just letting you guys know, like, that does not fill voids. But happy to be here. Happy to be back. So that was the biggest thing, and I found out I got a tough lesson actually. Here,
Yes.
you put garbage out, whether it be a couch or whatever you're throwing away. Your garbage people come the next, when their day that they're coming to pick up stuff, and then they throw that shit into the truck.
Facts.
You don't have to call them. You don't have to let them know, hey, I put a couch out there. Apparently up there you do.
What?
So I took my stuff, like my movers. I had movers. Thank you for my company. Thank you. They took my old shitty couch to the road. It wasn't shit on, just so you guys know. I have a shitty story for you, but that's not the part. And they moved it out to the road for me in like my old shitty box string that was like this thick, and the old bed frame that I had. They took it out to the road, and then I got rid of a bunch of stuff that it was like, I'm not taking this with me. I don't have time. I don't have room. I don't have energy. I don't need it.
Right.
So put that out to the road. And apparently, when I was talking to my old landlord, he said, "Oh, when is the scheduled pickup for?" And I was like, "What do you mean? Like my movers? Yeah, they're here. They've already loaded up the truck. I'm on my way out shortly."
Right.
But no, no, you have to call and schedule them to come and dump your stuff. So I tried calling, to get that done, to get that taken care of, because I'm not one of those people that likes to leave stuff behind. Like, that's not me. If I can make sure it's clean, taken care of.
Of course.
Had an excellent landlord up there. Nicest dude ever. I couldn't ask for a better landlord. So anyway, I tried calling and the company was screening my phone calls. You know how I know this?
How?
One of my friends called them and they fucking answered right after I'd called.
Really?
I left a message. I left an email, all this stuff. They called the company and the company answered right away. And he was like, okay. So they never got in touch with me. They still haven't gotten in touch with me. And now my landlord's had cleaned up my mess. And I'll be honest with you, like, that really upset me so much that I was fucking crying about it.
Dick move, man.
Because this guy, like, when I first moved there,
Yeah.
met him to pay my my deposit, my first month's rent, all that stuff,
Yes.
sign the paperwork and whatnot. And the guy was giving me a fucking pep talk about moving there and starting my new job and things like that. Like, it was a really super, like, good human being.
Right.
So, of course, like, this really, really bothered me. So he was left holding the bag on that.
Right.
And I just was like, man, I feel like a fucking turd about this.
Of course.
Because I'm like, that's not their responsibility. But anyway, so I learned a really, really tough lesson. And also, I also learned that I'm not moving for a 4th year in a fucking row. Like, this is my 3rd year around the same time.
So you're saying being back home, you're not
moving.
going anywhere.
Fuck no, I'm putting my roots down. I do not care. I do not want to move. I don't.
Right.
I'm at a beautiful house.
Yes, it is.
I'm set. I
But-
do no.
I need to get the number of your lawn guy because, yeah.
Speaking of that, I do want to give you a shout out because so I've been moving stuff into this house for quite a while.
Yeah.
Working on getting back here. And when I would come up here or down here, sorry, with a load of stuff,
Yeah.
you would come over and you would help me. And you were watching over the house. You were taking care of the lawn. And there were some steps that needed to be replaced on there really, really bad. And I was really nervous about it because the mover's coming and anybody coming up those stairs. I was really, really nervous about it. But you took care of it. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done, dude.
Thank you, little buddy.
Yeah, I just want you to know like that.
I'll slip you a
I'm
50
not gonna
later.
cry. No, but honestly though, like you helped out. I think Dean came along with you, Melissa came along with you. I think Shelby did too. So
Yeah.
all of you. I want to thank you because that was a big part of me getting back here. Like a lot of these things, keeping myself mentally okay. So it was a long week, but I am back home.
Yes.
I started moving stuff around. I'm back in my old store where I used to work, and I fucking love it, dude. I love it. Like I feel better.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I can breathe again, if that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. So, how's your week?
What are you doing?
Getting ready to burp like a real woman.
All right, there you go. Fucking bring it.
That was a little weak one.
My week, holy cow. My week is just, I was going to mow, but then I was chasing raindrops or getting chased by raindrops. Still picking heavy stuff up and putting heavy stuff down, doing all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't done, Guitar Fridays. That was fun.
Yeah.
You guys showed up and showed out. Thank you
guys
so
are
much.
awesome.
And we did Rule of Cool Tuesday, which was great.
Yeah.
You guys are missing so much stuff.
Oh yeah, I was packing.
Get in there and go check it out. Go over to Rule of Cool.
Miss and Ren.
Ren smashed.
Yeah, without me. How dare her?
But no, it's just it's been a busy week outside of all of this.
Yeah.
And I know we talk about this all the time when we're on our little, what was it? Oh God, dang it! What was the Babylonian rectangles? That's what it was.
What? What did I miss?
It's another person that I follow on the tube of views.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of these very clever ways of saying, my imaginary friend, the bubble and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those things where you just, when you understand the context of it, you're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, if you haven't get a chance, go check out Bear Independent. Guys got some really cool content.
Love.
I'm not sponsored by them. We have no affiliation. Just
We can talk about things we love.
a subscriber, and I think his content's great.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it's that's in a nutshell. That's been the consistency of my week because I've just been busy doing stuff outside of here. And apparently the weather here can't make up its damn mind.
It can't. No. No.
We're in what? This is September 26th.
Yeah, and almost the end here.
And we're still having like 80-degree days, which almost never happens.
Is it 82 blocks away? Because it doesn't feel 80 over at my house.
Well, that's the thing is that I was going to mow for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
but I couldn't because the grass literally dried out. If I would have mowed it, I would have torched it.
Yeah.
So, but now this week, it's been that nice warm rain, but depending on if it rains in the evening, then it's that nice cool rain and the breeze. Yeah.
Dude, it's beautiful.
So now here I am trying to go, okay, how do I get caught up? And I have to wait long enough for the grass to dry.
Right, yeah, and dodge those raindrops for sure.
Well, and that's the frustrating part about it, because I don't know how much more my equipment can hang on this year.
You have pushed it to the limits one more time.
Beating the shit out of my equipment.
Oh, God.
What you got?
Still got a couple things over here on the use of tubes, guys.
Yes.
Time Capsule says, hey, you two gorgeous people.
Thank you.
Time Capsule. Gorgeous friends. Also, Mr. Guy says, Caitlin, my daughter, wants to know why Tony is called Little Buddy. Little buddies mean kids to her or pets. So,
well, there's a lot that goes along with that.
A little bit, Larry. Yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean, we'll clear that up in just 1 second.
Sure.
And then Shelby's joining in and says, hi, everyone. Of course, he is known as the Michael Campbell on there. And Mr. Guy says, hi, Mike. Hi, Mike.
It's Daddy.
So, Little Buddy. Okay.
Yes.
We're both 5 foot something.
I'm 5'5". You're 5 foot nothing.
I'm 5'1.5".
Whatever.
So we both just started calling each other Little Buddy.
Of course.
I mean, after so long, like you start calling. Yeah.
Well, shit, we've known each other for 10
hey, little
years.
buddy. Hey,
Right.
little buddy.
Right.
Yeah, right. So that's pretty much it. I get where she's coming from though with that because kids, little buddy.
Well, and
also like any tall chair that I sit on, I have to swing my feet.
Yes.
I'm like a little kid.
And courtesy of that nickname, we started having little buddy days.
We did, yeah.
Which we are so getting back to.
Got to do that. Yeah, we used to
little buddy days.
We would go to like antique places or garage sales or just dinking around like Goodwill.
Uh-huh. There's a shit ton of them going on
things,
too with the pumpkin festival coming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you came back just right at the right time.
Just right at the right time, buddy.
Yeah.
Little buddy.
Hell yeah.
I definitely did. So thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out. It is really awesome to be back in studio. We have a lot of things that we're going to cover.
Yeah, because we still need to revisit the whole where are you at after this year conversation.
Where are you at after the trauma of this past year? Yeah.
So you got to go back into counseling for your year away.
Back. Oh, take me back. Yeah. No, actually, I got kicked out of counseling. So.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I think that means I'm doing something right.
Show us on the counselor where she touched you.
No. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Obviously, me being back here in our hometown.
Here we are. Literally 2 blocks away from the studio.
Local stuff that we want to cover,
the car show, the pumpkin festival,
open mic night tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're both going to be doing that tomorrow night.
We're both going to be going to that. So got to check that out. And of course, supporting local.
Yeah.
I, the other day, was so excited to be back and I stopped at the sub shop.
Oh, yeah.
In Caro here. And I got a gluten-free wrap. And oh my God.
They're so amazing. Good.
It was so good. It's nice to have those options when you have poor gut health and allergies. So I'm very thankful that they had those options and that I was able to, I stopped and I was like, thank you for having gluten-free. Like, this means a lot to me.
Well, and here's the best part is now that you're back in town, we also have a local game store now.
We do, and we did stop in there.
We did stop in there because, me and the missus go and visit it, whatnot. We always blow way too much money because we're supporting local.
Yes.
But I mean, that's the thing is we were there when the place started.
Yes.
And we're like the OG. But, we were there doing the leagues. We were there, supporting. We were there bringing, I remember when I would walk in with a box of lands.
Yeah.
Because they would be doing different, like, what the hell do you call it? Brain work tonight, damn it.
Drafts?
Drafts, thank you.
I got you.
They would be doing a bunch of drafts, and Gary didn't have the lands.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was still sorting through his own stuff to bring, a bunch of other stuff out there. And now they just expanded a whole entire section because they were able to remove a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And now the whole entire place is completely open. They have a bunch of displays.
So much stuff.
They have singles for days. He's working on actually putting together complete sets of stuff for the past what was it? Past 10 sets that had come out. So if you guys are looking for
nice.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. But the missus and I went and did the Duskmorn pre-release, which was freaking great. Yeah. She played Rakdos and punched people in the face.
Great choice. Yes.
Yeah,
great choice.
Great. But yeah, I mean, these are the cool things that we can do now because we talked about this.
Yeah, well, as soon as I found out I had got that promotion and that they were moving me, it was like, there's a LGS now, and I was like. And then a bunch of other stuff started coming to town because before I had moved, yes, we had, Marshalls had come in, Aldi's came. Right. And then more and more stuff just started coming in, which is great. It's awesome that they're developing this, little town now.
Well, and the meat market is really taking off.
Which I stopped there last night, and I got bacon sausage. I saw the tomahawks. I did, and I was
God,
this
so
will go.
Good.
Unfortunately for me, I just need this little teeny little corner of it. So the rest of it would have just went to waste. I
mean, I know 2 people that would help you eat that.
I just need a little corner. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Possibly 3 if Maddie's around.
Yeah. But yeah, so I did stop in there and it's grown a lot. There's that axe throwing place. I don't know if that's still going.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of different things that have come to town, which is great.
They have fresh produce at the meat market.
Fresh eggs.
Yeah.
Farm fresh eggs. I grabbed some of those last night. So yeah, and it was nice because I'm 5 minutes from work.
Right.
5 minutes. I was so excited about this because before I moved, I was 11 to 14. And then when I moved, where I moved from, it was 15, 20 minutes-ish, to get to work. So being 5 minutes is just gorgeous. I got out of work and I was like, oh, I don't have to hurry up and rush home. I can go,
of course,
grab some groceries, whatever. So it's a great feeling to be able to be back. And it's that feeling of, I know a lot of people get tired of the same old or whatever. Or they're like, I need to get out of here. I need to expand my wings and I need to do all this and whatnot. Part of my move not only was for me being able to, move up in my career.
Yes.
But it was also to get away from certain things.
Individuals.
Yeah, certain individuals, I should say. And and I'm sad that I allowed that to be part of it. But I did need to be able to experience that. I needed to move, to breathe, to see how much I actually really missed home.
Yeah.
I already knew I was going to miss all of you guys because I have family here. And anytime anybody mentioned, why don't you just go out and meet people? Make new friends.
People suck.
Make new friends. I don't want to make new friends. I have great friends back home. I was just this is not working out for me. So it was a very long year.
Right.
It was a very long year. I'm not sorry for the experiences that I needed to experience and the things that were, that helped move me forward in adulthood, if you will. I only say that because honestly, for the longest time, I was I have no fucking clue what I'm doing in life. Do
you think any of us do?
I'm not gonna speculate on that, but I mean, I needed to expand that so that I could take care of the things that I was feeling piled on.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in doing that, I was up there. Yeah, it was only 3 hours away. But when I used to say it's only 3 hours, that's not bad.
It's a bitch of a drive when you're tired.
It's a long drive and I don't try to use this as an excuse, but the one adrenal gland and whatever else that I have going on, it exhausts you.
Yep.
I don't have many spoons. That's whole spoon theory. I have a half of one. That motherfucker's bent. I don't have a lot to go on, So, and that's not me complaining. I'm thankful for the life that I have. I'm thankful that I don't wake up in a lot of pain every day. I'm thankful, for all these different things.
I can trade you.
But I'm going to be honest with you, like being back here now, I feel completely different.
Okay.
I can breathe again. Like not sinus breathe. Like I can't, it's not that because my sinuses are fucky. But just mentally, like I feel.
It's a relief.
It's a huge relief.
Yeah.
It is. It's a huge relief. And then moving into where I'm at now, and I don't live in a tin can anymore. So if something happens, I have a basement to go down into.
The shiny metal Twinkie.
Yeah. I moved from one metal Twinkie to like an upgraded one that was just, across from the lake. So it's fancy. But it's interesting to see that because I do have the 2 cats, and now they're just like,
so much room for activities.
This box is way fucking better than the last one. I know. So yeah, it's interesting.
That's funny.
And I kind of feel bad because last night I'm like, hey, Tony, what are you doing? You come over and I'm like, can you help me pick up stuff, put stuff down?
Pick heavy stuff up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's it. I'm going to start my own business of just picking heavy shit up.
Just do it. Yeah. You should.
Well, here's the thing, though, is my back and my shoulders and my knees hate me.
Yeah, that will be a problem. But like my movers.
Well, see, that's great.
They got paid like I think $150 an hour.
Well, right, but my back,
crazy.
My back can't hang with that.
My back.
Right? See, I'm a pussy in my crack. That's the my back can't hang with that.
Oh God, no.
I mean, I'm scaring the hell out of 50, and I'm not gonna say that I haven't used this thing and just basically
beat the hell out of it, dude.
I've beat the hell out of it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but my display of supplements that I take to keep the soft and squishy parts soft and squishy. And the firm parts firm. You can't beat the shit out of your body and not expect it to go.
You really can't. But like when we were younger, where we were like, when we're older, this is gonna be shitty. No, you don't think of that stuff when you're younger. You're like, I can do dumb stuff fast because I got lots of energy.
Well, yeah, when you jump off a Marshall stack onto the stage and then come crashing through the guardrail, it's always fun doing that because why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Like
it's for the show.
It's for the people.
Yes, of course.
It's always for the people. And it looks like we got.
You wake up in the morning, you go, why do my feet hurt?
Why
are my knees bleeding?
I must have been praying last night. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's really weird being older now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like I'll be honest with you. I just turned 44, but I still feel like I'm fucking a kid. Because I act like one.
Well, yes, because we've been given adult money to do adult things.
Yeah, but I'm not buying into the rest of the bullshit.
But see, here's the thing, though. We were the feral kids of Generation X. We were raised on neglect and hose water.
Well, shit, yeah, absolutely. It was like, here's some hamburger helper. Macros.
You got hamburger helper?
I did with turkey burger, dude.
Fucking tuna in a can.
Got so tired of the. Oh, first world. Anyway, got so tired.
Somebody got hamburger helper.
Yeah. Well, my mom would be like, "Here's some turkey burger." Right. And back then, it was all like gritty and just.
You might as well eat cat litter because it was the same consistency.
Yes. So at one point, me and my one friend decided we were going to throw it down the drain so my mom would stop maybe buying it. No. She just was like, oh, they really like this.
Of course.
Fuck. That did not work out well. Got a couple things over here on YouTube. Baghead is joining in. Baghead says, howdy. Just getting back from watching Brian Jackson perform. Fuck yeah, B-Jack's Attack. And also, Mr. Guy says Baghead is winning as usual.
Baghead is always winning.
He is always winning.
I just gave him a guitar lesson, and he got it. It was
Fuck
awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool, dude.
It's great when you see your students go off and do their own thing which is still so weird that someone entrusted me to be a teacher.
Oh, jeez.
But it's really cool when you see your students going, okay, so my teacher was a dick, so I need to do this thing. And Baghead is one of those guys where
Like you're a dick.
he just goes off and does it and like fails out loud live on camera. And I just go, bro, I don't have the balls to do that.
You got to fail out loud.
I'm going to play 10,000 hours behind the camera.
Yeah.
So when I get on the camera, it's like, right. And watching him sweat it out on camera is inspiring. I'm like, one of these days when I grow up, I'm going to be like Baghead. I'm
going to be just like the Baghead. That's pretty good. Man, I didn't realize my voice could get that deep.
Right?
I need to lay off I don't know, smoking them 12 packs of cigarettes tonight.
Smoke some Virginia Slims.
Yeah, I got those Capris. My mom used to smoke those, and I was like, I'm going to steal her cigarette. Like, what was that?
Right.
Like a piff. Was it a piff?
Pretty much. It was a pinner.
Sad. It was. That's why I said my mom's got them fucking pinner cigarettes.
Do you remember the
worst part was is if you stole one of those and you're like, oh, my mom's got these little sissy fucking cigarettes.
Right.
Coughing up on one of those. Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
Do you remember the Moore cigarettes that were like the turd brown and they had the little red wrapper around the
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Those things taste literally like licking
poop.
an ashtray.
Poop, probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember those, but I do remember like clove cigarettes for a minute there. God. I was like, oh, my lungs burn so good. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, no.
Do you remember Beaties?
The pre-roll?
No, the Indian herbal cigarettes.
I do remember those.
Yes.
I do remember those. Yes.
The active ingredient was thorn apple. So if you smoked enough, you literally hallucinated. It was amazing.
That's why.
Yeah. The active ingredient was thorn apple.
Yeah, wow.
Thorn apple is an hallucinogen.
Yeah. So, I got in this conversation the other day about, the first time I ever had a cigarette, I was like 9 years old. Okay.
Same. I started smoking when I was 9.
But it was... I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. No,
it was straight inhale and hold.
Yeah. So by the first time that I actually had a real cigarette, I think I was like 15 when I actually got fucking litty titties off of it. First time, I was like, woo, I'm fucking buzzed. Like,
oh God.
Trying to walk up the stairs, I'm like, this is dumb. But
and
then
you're
after
chasing that fucking high.
After that, you are.
Yeah.
You are. And then it just becomes that habit.
Yep.
I am not promoting this by any, because we both quit smoking.
Yep.
I quit in 2006. You quit 2019. And now I can never imagine smoking again. I can't. I just can't imagine.
What was really funny is the missus was like, damn, baby, you look really hot smoking. And I'm like, I'm not picking it back up.
Yeah, because, after you get away from it, it's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Really partial to breathing.
Yes, and you do well at it now.
I know.
You're like a fucking champ at it now.
Right.
Before you were always the breathing treatments constantly.
I fucking hated it. Well, that and anything we were doing on camera, all you would hear was
a lot. Yeah,
which was so fucking annoying.
And then my butt was so big, you'd hear
banging
hitting in the doors when I was like walking past recording stuff. So
right.
But yeah, so like I do remember that, and I do remember. At one point, because it just became such a habit, like my favorite times were in the car.
Yep.
Smoking in the car, or after having something to eat, or when if you went to the bar.
Of course.
You were just...
What the hell's going on, man?
It's probably that lady they were arresting. I betcha. But yeah, so... that was just one of the things. I think it was a driving part because I get anxious when I drive.
Yeah.
But now, like I said, I can't imagine after finally like breaking free from it and being done with it,
Well, and that's what's so funny about it is like I was going through some old files and stuff like that. And I actually found the video that I shot of myself smoking the last cigarette that I smoked ever.
Yeah.
And I'm literally giving myself the pep talk and just totally shitting on myself.
It can fuck with you.
Of going, okay, if you ever do this again, remember just how much you can't breathe. Your lung hurts. Your nose is constantly running. Your sinuses are fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
Yep.
And you really want to come back here by picking this shit back up?
Right.
And I'm watching this, I'm going, wow. Future me really says thank you.
Yeah. Well, and when I finally was to that point where I was like, I was just fucking done with it, I ended up going to the emergency room.
Yep.
I had such a bad bronchitis episode.
Yep.
That I couldn't breathe. And that was the most expensive cigarette that I ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Like, because I had to pay for that ER visit.
Yep.
And, you know, it's just, it made me really put into perspective. And that was back when we had the smoking lounges at work still. Like, they still had that. So me being me, like, I would still go in there, but I wouldn't smoke. And I swore off buying cigarettes.
Yeah.
I completely swore off buying a pack of cigarettes. If I felt like I absolutely needed one, then I would bum one off of people. But I don't like doing that either. So eventually it just was like, okay.
Well, now they're
done, you know.
You know, what is it? A pack of Marlboros are what, $27?
Probably.
I don't even know, but that's
either,
the thing
yeah.
is it's one of those when you, and I'm not throwing shade at anybody that smokes.
No, absolutely not. Like,
or
I don't
vapes
even
or
know
whatever.
how
Like,
we
do your
got here,
thing.
but yeah.
But I mean, when you walk away from it and you see how much more clear-headed you are, and the things that you used to be able to do, like I have to laugh. I can ride a bike now without dying.
Right.
And I've been doing it for what, 3 years now?
My biggest thing is like food tastes so much better.
Oh my God, yes.
And that's the problem. Like and that was one of the things I kept saying, like, I'm smoking, so I don't eat so much, so I don't get so fat. Well, I was back fucking fired because it didn't matter. So whatever. But you know, it's tough. It is tough.
Well, it's funny you say that because you know, I would smoke before, during, and after eating. The funny part about it is the whole food tasting thing. Like when I stopped smoking and I got to, I think it was about 2 months out.
Yeah.
I made myself this just amazing wrap. And I was so sad when I got done eating it because I'm like, this is the best tasting wrap ever.
Yeah.
And when I was done, I'm like, oh, there's no more.
It's all gone.
Why did that taste so good? And then realizing that
that's why
my taste buds were actually tasting.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing.
A totally different thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, that I think about that because we grew up in the time when, you know, it was okay. Like smoking in the restaurant, smoking in
on the airplane.
And the airplane, like all kinds of different places, you know, for that. But I get it. Like
in the elevator, man.
In the elevator. Everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere. So, let's see here. Mr. Guy says, I would name off cigarette brands, but I refuse to advertise for them. Fuck them. And he also says $14.87 for a pack of Marlboros here
fuck?
In New England. Wow.
I remember, and this is going to date me. I remember paying 98 cents for a pack of Marlboros.
I would say probably $1.50 maybe. For me, I would think.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
And then by the time before I had quit in 2006, I think they were like at $3 something a pack. Yeah.
Yeah, so. They were like, I think $5 or $6 when I quit. And I was like, fuck that. I rolled my own. It was
I remember.
Way better.
Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah.
I agree with Guy. Fuck them. They don't need any more advertising. Well, you know, conspiracy tinfoil hat. They, you know, they bought all of the food companies. So now they're not putting preservatives and chemicals and cigarettes in food.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Facts.
I mean, I don't know. It's come a long way since you know, taking care of that part of life.
And that's how we got off on that, was the whole taking care of your health thing.
Yeah. Yes. I mean,
you know, we're not beating a dead horse. We're simply going, hey, this is where we're at in our health journey, because it's a day by day thing. So,
and I come to find, like I said, when I drive, I get that anxiety, you know. I found this little, it looks like a dog whistle, but it's like a little piece here, and you actually blow, like suck in.
Yeah.
And it's just a little thing it's a little necklace, but it's supposed to help with like that breathing.
Really?
Well, when I did that, it felt like taking a drag off of cigarette. It obviously don't taste like that, but that feeling of it. So I was like, fuck, I'm peace. I'm like, I'm at calm right now.
I'm woosah, bitches.
Yeah. Come at me. try it.
Well,
you know,
that's the thing though, is driving is such a weird thing, and we're so stress inoculated by it because it's something we do every day.
right.
But yet, when you look at just how stressful it actually is, it's not stressful when you do it every day.
When you do it every day, for sure. Like, that was another thing. Prior, when I was married, it was like I never drove anywhere. So after a while, I got that anxiety built up, and I was like, shit.
I gotta drive. Fuck.
I got it. Like, after it all went, I was like, oh shit, I gotta drive. Like, and I wanted to. Like, I always wanted to, but then when I started to, like, on my own, I was like, and it was around here, not a big place. But I didn't even like driving to Saginaw. I didn't like doing any of that stuff. And now I'm just like, whatever. Why was I such a pussy? Why was I so scared?
That's the thing, man. It's like anxiety is a motherfucker.
And it can be, it definitely can be. I can say through these past couple years, I've learned how to navigate it.
Yes.
I don't know if I just shut it off and I'm like, nah, the fucking day, or what it is, but I can navigate it unless we're at a concert. Then it's like turned up. Like, what the fuck?
Then it becomes too people-y.
Yeah. I mean, I think that might be it. Well, and it's different when you're short.
Right. Well, you get a little claustrophobic. There's people that you can't see shit. You got some drunk asshole
freaking slamming up on you, and I mean, at that time, like, I was a lot heavy. Like, I could, hold my own a little bit, but even at that point, that guy was really like bumping into me, all this crap. It's like, I'm gonna hurt you. Kick you.
And here I come. Move, motherfucker.
Move it. But in talking about like the anxiety and talking about that stuff, like, mental health is so fucking important to take care of.
It is indeed.
And I'm thankful now that there's so many different resources than what there used to be. Like, the stigma behind it a long time ago was just like, as growing up.
Yeah.
You didn't talk about having mental health issues. You didn't talk about needing to go to therapy. You didn't talk about codependency. You didn't talk about the medications and things, none of that stuff, and I'm thankful now that people do talk about it, because I feel like that helps other people when you speak of your experiences. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, like, this past year, you asked me where I'm at from that.
Of course.
And being very candid, like, being up there without my friends and family and being further away from, people that I love. I wasn't completely up there. I did have, some friends, like a couple friends up there.
Of course.
But I worked so much that the schedule I was having made me have a hard time being able to even, like, plan or schedule, and then, other stuff that I had to take care of. So it did make it a little more difficult to be able to feel human, to feel that connection, to be able to get out and do the things. But so it's been a long journey this past year. I was thankful to be able to get on and do the show still. I know it wasn't the same being in studio. It is different, definitely different. But I was very thankful that we were still able to connect and still do the show and do those things, because without that, I think I would have completely probably lost more of that. So yes.
Well, that's the whole journey part of it all. You don't just go, okay, hey, I'm going to sign up for this thing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, you definitely don't. So, I recognized it though. Like, I recognized it. So, and I can thankfully say, like, I got kicked out of therapy, so I'm doing much better. But, like, coming home, like, I know this. I know Caro. I know my job. I know it's a lot less stress. It's a lot more laid back. It's not as crazy.
Of course.
And I'm just really thankful that I was able to get the opportunity to make it back here.
Well, yeah, you were definitely missed by all of us.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and that's what's funny about it. A lot of that stuff is that, there's so many things that we've done over the course of the year, including the times that we've not been able to be, on our, little friend the bubble here.
A little bubba. Boobskily.
But doing like the open mic night stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking about how we did a lot of the festivals that when you were actually able to come back, like Tuscola Palooza.
Tuscola Palooza was so fun. I loved it.
It's going to be an annual thing.
It has. Oh, well, yeah,
Period.
absolutely. It has been.
It absolutely.
Like, why would it change?
Well, and that's
now.
We're going to be visiting to talk into the future of this stuff. And guys, leave comments of what you want to see, whether you want to see shorts or all this stuff that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be exploring a bunch of different areas.
Yes.
Now that you're back and we can jump off the deep end and go, we're going to do a comedy skit and it's probably going to be funny as shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, whatever it is that we're looking at to do, we have that option now. So
yeah,
I want to explore different things to be able to put out there. You know, after, like I said, after this year, there wasn't a whole lot to really kind of discuss because it was just the same, you know, we're working, we're doing this, but now we have more stuff to catch up on and you know, I'm 2 blocks away. I'm landed. I'm safe. I'm happy to be home. It's
well, speaking of that, I'm going to throw a poll up really quick.
Such a good thing.
On ye old YouTubes. So talk amongst yourselves while I type this
okay. Yeah. So I got a couple things over here. Baghead says pay more in taxes than the actual cost of cigarettes. State and federal, they all get a cut. Mr. Guy says doesn't make it any better.
Right.
Mr. Guy says welcome home, Heather. And my dad is jumping in, says hello, Tony and Heather. Hello. And yeah. And then Mr. Guy says hello, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Welcome, guys. Glad you're all jumping in on here. It is really, really good. This week has been interesting because I started back here at my old job, and it is so nice because I don't feel stressed. And I actually had time last night to where it was like, yeah, stop over. That's cool. Stop over. I felt good enough to be able to. I didn't feel too peopled. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense, but like. Working retail, working with the public, it can be too people-y at times.
Oh, absolutely.
It can be two people at times, but this is such a big difference from where I was.
And being live in studio is great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really glad to be back here. Super glad to be back here. Baghead said, Shelby, where were you at today? Looked like a bar. Looked like a bard. Not a bard. What are you, oh, you're doing a poll.
Yes.
What is the poll? What is the poll
What
about?
do you want to see in the future for Strange Friends Media?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Let's see. What kind of options are you putting in there?
Oh, we're getting into it.
Oh, God. Here we go, guys. Are you ready for this poll?
Well, I got to put 4 options, so.
Oh, gotta think about that. So yeah, again, moving forward, we do have the Pumpkin Festival coming up, not known as the Pumpkin. I say pumpkins. Oh, I got some new pumpkins today. I don't know where I picked that up at, but I've always said that. So yeah, we're gonna go to a pumpkin patch to do the damn thing. But we have that coming up. Open mic night, all these different things. Thankful to be closer. I again working through. Navigating, just getting back to work here, getting into my role here, all that stuff. So we got the poll up there, guys.
Oh, it's a poll.
Yes. Let's see here. What do you want to see in the future for SFM? Shorts, pre-recorded videos, more live segments, or live interviews? Let's see what
I want all of them. Is there an all selection?
Yeah, all of the above. We were just talking like before the show of different things that we were looking at.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what would be one of the next things. And of course, we don't want to like put everything all at once. We kind of want to start slowly and get into that and see, what stuff's more. What? Oh, no.
Mr. Guy.
What is he saying? I can't see it because it's taking up my full phone.
You gotta make a selection on the poll.
Oh, doot. It's still in my way.
Right. Well, give it a second. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Ta-da. Okay, so Tony, are you ready for my poll?
Shut up, dude.
Oh, Cecile the sea serpent.
Oh, yeah.
Cecile.
Cecile. See, now I got to go vote on it because
Cecile.
the short-term memory, I don't remember what it was I said.
Oh, boy. Yep. Apparently, Mr. Guy is going to give you his poll.
Oh, well, go on.
What kind of poll is it? Is it a poll vote?
Sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, judging by the look of this, you guys are all chiming in for live interviews.
Live interviews. We used to do a lot of live interviews.
Well, it's going to be a lot easier now that you're in studio.
It is. Let's be real there. Like we tried.
We tried one
video, and to be fair, it was when I was in my training. Yeah. I was at a hotel. The internet was fucky.
Oh,
it was Wi-Fi.
Always.
It was very hard to not walk all over each other. Mm-hmm. And we have recently had one live interview in studio, and that was with Terry and Mary.
Yes.
Before Tuscaloosa, and that was a lot of fun. It was good to have the ladies back in. Tuscaloosa was fucking amazing.
We loved
as always, and looking forward to obviously next year. We were sponsors. Yeah. For the event. It's always for a great cause.
And we're going to be sponsors again this year, too. So.
Yeah, definitely. 2025, we're going to be.
2025.
Next year, little buddy.
Next year. See, all of this stuff, like, I seriously, on my calendar, I have stuff planned out for 4 years from now.
I bought a little, calendar. I don't know why I got that on my finger.
You're trying to see if you're in tune.
Am I in tune? I am in tune. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I do weird stuff. I find out lately, like, I do weird things. I make noises now. Oh, yes, there. Right on the schnozzle. She does weird things. I make, like, weird little noises when I'm doing stuff now. I'm like...
Looked like one of those, like, pool things to, like, plug your nose when you're swimming.
Yes.
I'm swimming.
Do you find that? Do you do weird shit? Do you talk to yourself?
All the fucking time.
I talk to myself.
Have we met?
I pretend like I'm talking to the cats, though.
The show is called Don't Make This Weird.
It is Don't Make This Weird. It's not Make This Weird. But
you do it all the time, so it's
fuck
fine.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
You make it fucking weirder, but that's okay.
No.
Anyway, I don't know. I find myself having, like, maybe I just never noticed them before, but I'm like, damn, I got a lot of weird little quirks about myself. I make up songs about everything. Mm-hmm. I swear. I probably have done that forever. I'm sure.
That's what we do.
My dad's hanging out here, so probably. I probably have. I finally started to match my socks, though. Like, I never used to do that. That's something new to me.
Where's Heather and where have you done with her?
I've become a responsible adult.
Sponsorbilities?
I can say that through this past year in the position, like, job that I've been doing, the career, whatever, I have learned how to be more responsible.
More responsibilities?
I keep stuff in order now. I clean my desk and everything up before I go home, so things are in a nice pile of stuff.
Where's Heather and what have you done with her?
I don't know, but since I got home, I got a routine. I poop.
You poop today?
It's amazing. Anybody else struggle with that? Like, not having a routine?
I mean,
not being
I'm a
able to
hat
poop?
trick a day, I'm just saying.
Well, and I'm jealous. That makes me jealous. Like, I sleep better. Mm-hmm. I sleep better.
I sleep really good.
I drink more water.
My personal trainer's been kicking my ass lately. It's kind of great.
I pack lunch. You pack
a lunch?
I do.
Have you finally been the proper adulting adult?
No, I'm just happy. It's such a big difference. Like, when you're not happy.
Ain't that the truth, though? Seriously.
When you're not happy, it's such a big difference because you're like, fuck it, I ain't got time for. Like, I could be get off my lawn kind of person, but I don't want.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. I'm happy. It's great.
Yeah,
the little things I'm like, meh.
You adult better when you're happy.
You do. Well, then, I have a different respect for being able to kind of start over, new house, back to my old job, like, but happy about it.
Yes.
Like, I have a big respect for, this store is ridiculously busy all day long, all throughout the day. It's always like, do. I get back here and it's like, Are we open even? What's happening here? Like, I fucking love it.
Yeah, me and the missus were
love
attempting
it.
to stalk you, but you were MIA.
I was, yeah, probably was.
Yeah. Well,
was my truck there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was in the office today because my manager teaches me.
What?
I know.
How is that a thing?
So pretty. So beautiful.
Speaking of that, I got to get up there and fill out an app.
So beautiful. Let's see. Wow, I've got a couple more things here.
What you got?
Mr. Guy can be a beanie. What? A beanie? Mr. Guy would be amazing. A beanie, Mr. Guy would be amazing. And back at throwing those guns.
Oh, yeah.
Check out my guns.
We got Tim Lauder over there on Facebook land saying, shut up, Brandon. How you doing? And then Lauder's over on Twitch saying, howdy, weirdos.
Damn, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's like the FBI. He's
Thank
everywhere.
you. Yeah.
The CIA or
all of that. But yeah, it's it's a big difference. You know, I got back here and I don't feel so drained right now. Like, I know I'm 3 days in, but I don't.
Can we trade? Because I'm fucking exhausted.
I have been the past year, little buddy. I swear to you, like, just going home was like driving home was a chore. Like, just because I was so drained. I was so drained, and not being able to be around my people, and my family, and like not being able to see my dad, like just all this stuff.
Well, that's what was so much fun yesterday when you called me over.
Yeah.
And when I came over, you were talking to a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah.
And I just walk in the house. I'm like, what's up? And I'm chatting with the mutual friend. And I go, hey, how's it going? And then you're like, hey, can you give me a hand? I'm like, I fucking asked you when I walked through the door. And you're like,
I was busy,
whatever.
like,
I do what I want. I'm eating. I'm doing things.
Yeah, dude, you got there. I made myself a little fucking English muffin pizza. I was eating my dinner. But it was nice because, I was eating and you came over, but it wasn't like you being rude. But you were talking to our mutual friend that I was on the phone with. And then I was, I was like, wow, I got shit I got to still do, which is good because before I wouldn't do that.
No, you just sit there and kick your feet.
Yeah, no, I'm on a mission, but I worked 10 hours.
Yeah. Well, and it's great.
I still was able to get shit done.
Watching the fur kids get used to the place. There's like so much room for
there's so much room in there too. I think that does help. Plus I have a Roomba and stuff like that I can keep up with everything. So it's nice because like you came in and I was like, oh, he's not dying. This is great.
Well, I was a little affected, but I mean, it is what it is.
No, it was bad though.
No, not as bad.
Here's a little Claritin.
Well, I mean, that's why I have peppermint in my pocket all the time.
Purifier.
Right. Well, and that was the best part about that, though. Like, I've been acclimated to your house because I've been watching over the place.
Yeah.
And, doing all of the stuff inside the house. Like, you'd message me or be like, hey, we got some stuff on the porch. Can you grab it and bring it in?
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, give me a minute. I'll get over there.
I felt bad. I'm like, hello, buddy. Can you go there and pick up my stuff? Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm 2 blocks away. I can do that now.
Right. So like if I'm out of town, I could be like, hey, little buddy, would you mind stopping over, checking on the house, making sure things are good,
Yeah.
And then having like the camera set up for when I wasn't there to be able to see like what's happening.
Right. Well, that's what was so funny. I was telling the missus, I said, damn it, now I can't have all those crazy drunken orgies over there anymore.
You said that. And I was
she looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, what was happening?
Well, I mean, your security system when I dropped off the package was going, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, bro, it's just me. It's just me.
I was like, oh my God. Nobody's controlling it. It's just AI-ing it up in here.
Right. Like, what was it, Siri or,
I don't
you are under arrest. I was waiting for Ed 109 or 209 or whatever to come busting through.
Not touch Heather's stuff.
I'm bringing shit in from the front porch. Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. We are sorry. We have called off the police.
You finally come home and I'm literally just, there's a chalk outline of where I was at.
I've just been standing here forever just hoping that you would shut that off. I don't control it.
I really have to pee.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God.
Yeah. See, That's when I wouldn't have any problems pooping myself. Just saying.
So,
like, you know what? We are here.
So we have touched on the base of pooping like
Yes
a couple times now. So first day back. Okay. First day back.
Oh, this is gonna get good.
And I just got in, like, just getting in, finding my earpiece, all the stuff, just
Making my way downtown.
Trying to get, used to where stuff's at in the new place, whatever. Because last time I was there, I wasn't I wasn't an actual, I was baby manager. But now that's my office. So, so I'm getting in. I just come in my first day back, and I think I was there like maybe 5 minutes, and then I hear someone come in. We found some poop on the floor. Some poop. What?
Poop?
I said, is there a dog? Did a dog shit in the store? Like what's happening?
Right.
Well, it's all over. Like, did a cart run over some poop and like it's going everywhere? Like, what is happening?
Right.
So we find out, to be discreet, like an accident happened, and stuff happens. So I'm like, I've been back 5 minutes and someone shit our floor. But, the team is really great. They got out there. They got taken care of. Things were good, whatever. But the first day that I got over there, it was just like, okay, all right, this is what's happening. But you know what? Even though that happened, it was still so much less stress than where I was.
Well,
so,
yeah.
I even with that, I was just like, okay. They were excellent. They were on it. Things were good. Everything was fine. Shit happens, legit. Like, it really does happen sometimes.
Shit happens.
And as I continue, scaring 45, I'm like, someday that might be me shitting the floor. That might be me someday shitting the floor, and I hope they're as good of a team then when I shit them. It might be tomorrow. I don't know, but I hope that they're discreet and I take a mop around, clean up my turds.
Are you saying you need a team for when you shit the bed?
Not necessarily. When I shit the floor, he said.
I mean, that's okay. There's so many questions I don't want to unpack.
Just don't. It's okay. Don't make this weird. So Baghead said it is definitely weird. Baghead is definitely weird. And Mr. Guy said, did she just call the shit poop?
I think she did. She called the shit.
Has everybody done the poll yet?
Well, they're still working on it. Because,
okay.
I'm going to leave the poll up for a minute and then we're going to get into
making sure. But yeah, so first day back.
Yes.
It's okay. Like, that's fine.
First day back and they shit the floor.
Shit the floor. It's fine. At my other place of work, they shit the wall. So I'd rather, I can kind of understand the floor shitting better than the wall shit.
I mean, that's like the whole, what was it? Daddy daycare, where the kid was like, I missed. Well, what does that mean? I missed.
What does that mean?
And then he goes walking to the bathroom and he's like looking around going, and then looks up and it's like, how did
you shit the ceiling?
How? Right. Like,
how do you shit
you
up
are
the
this
wall?
tall. How the hell does that much come out of you?
All I know is things like that.
Is it Taco Bell?
You parents,
yeah.
Like, I give you so much credit because you know what? That's probably part of the reason why I couldn't have kids. Like, that was nope. I mean, I have a lot of patience. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very compassionate. I have a lot of patience. But I don't know in those moments.
See, and there's not really any warning for that. It's just literally welcome to the shit show.
There's like no alarm that goes off and it's like, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the shit alarm.
Yep.
Our kid's gonna poop the wall or something.
Yeah. Well, literally, this is why. Okay, so I'm gonna clue all you first time parents in.
Or no
invest
parent.
in one of those detachable shower heads.
Yeah.
So you can either
just get one of those sprayers. Right?
It's the toddler, so you can stand up and just like hose them off where they don't have to touch you. Or if it's a baby, you can just make it a game of splashing them and cleaning the shit off of them.
Yeah.
They didn't tell me that.
Well, there is that in the book? In that book of
what to expect when you're expecting, or what you expect when you're
in there?
No,
there should be a completely
There needs to be an updated version.
There should be a nutshell version.
Nutshell version
of that, of like what to expect. No, fuck that. Like,
welcome to the shit show, Parenting 101.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord, it's like you're raising feral toddlers, but they don't grow up until they're like 30. Because you got the feral teenagers and the feral 20-somethings.
Right.
And then you kind of start to get a clue like 25, 26, 27-ish.
It took me till 40, so I don't know.
Well, but I'm saying, like, you know, with my children, like all of them made it to adulthood, and I'm just going,
hey, that's a win.
I did something right.
That's a fucking win, right? Like, I would say. So, like, I remember, I think it was a movie that I watched, and they were like, okay, so if you're planning on getting, like, you want to have kids. Mm-hmm. First and foremost, get yourself a plant. If that lives, cool.
Yeah.
Get yourself a pet next. If that lives, then you're probably ready.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. You know? The funny part about our generation is I'd like to say we have that much foresight, but we don't.
No, who would?
Well, but here's the thing, though. With our generation, though, we were feral as fuck. If we could go from 0 to Mach 10, just to prove to our friends that we did it.
Watch me do this stunt on my hoofy.
Right,
exactly. Mongoose, you motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Like, you got new shoes, how fast are you running them?
How fast are them shoes?
Right.
And then can you pump that little basketball up on the shoe?
Same thing with partying and doing all the other crazy stuff.
Well,
we did all the shenanigans before there was social media.
All of it, yeah. But you think that, like, prior to that, like, generations before, it was just like, gee, golly, let me hit that joint.
Well, right.
Like, come on. Well, like, it's partying has been partying, you know?
But we took those levels.
A little bit more wholesome.
Well, no, there was nothing wholesome about what we did.
Not what we did. I'm talking like...
Well, but that's what I'm saying is that's how most of my children got here, because I was just like, hey, you look fun to hang out with. The next thing you know, 9 months later.
Oh, yeah. Right. See, like, I was like, hey, you look fun. Bad idea. Glad you're broken.
Well, I mean, you know, that. But no, I mean, I would like to say that all of my children, for the most part, were planned.
Okay, yeah.
But
that's a win, right?
Not having a fucking clue on how to raise them.
Who does, though? Right?
Well, I didn't
How old were you when your first kid was born?
My first kid, I was 24.
Okay, so like just a fucking baby. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah. But
still young.
My oldest daughter is 24.
Yeah.
She has one kid, and she has another kid on the way.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, oh, dear God. Help the world.
Yep, I hear that right now.
And then my next daughter, who's 20, and she's literally got the world by the balls doing the stuff that she needs to do. Mm-hmm. And then my other daughter, who's almost an adult, is still figuring out a lot of things. But I mean, she's got enough of me and her mom's genes in her where I think she's doing rather well.
That's good. Good.
And then you got Sean stuck smack dab in the middle of all of that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Which is scary as shit, though.
Yeah.
Like, I
can imagine
3 girls and a boy, and I go, fuck. One's procreated. How? No. God, please be with them.
So I told you, like, I finally grew up at 40. Like, I started figuring stuff out. I had that grace. I had that grace because I didn't have kids. I didn't have to like hurry up and look, I got to figure this out. No.
See, and I'm young enough to still do dumb shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure. Just a little slower.
Well, right. Exactly. I do dumb shit slower now because my body's like, fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God. So I'm going to go over here really quick and see. We got some YouTube stuff. Floor poop. Mr. Guy says floor poop is slightly better than shotgun blasts on the bathroom wall.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, except for when somebody steps in it and then you have to buy them new shit. Anyway, Baghead says don't poop in a shoe, then forget and wear said shoe.
Yeah, don't poop in your shoe.
That's some pretty sage advice.
Right?
Thanks, dude.
Hey, Baghead, Baghead for president, I'm just going to say.
Might be better worlds.
Yeah. I mean, you got Cheeto Jesus and the hoe. I mean, what?
Oh God. Yeah. Politically, don't. Wow.
Well, but that's the thing, though, is speaking about that, being an adult, you don't figure out a lot of this stuff and the quote unquote sage advice.
Right.
Until you've literally fucked around and find out as an adult.
Quite honestly, like really, I mean,
Right.
yeah.
I'm 48 and I still go, how do you do that?
Dude, I'm just thankful when I was in my 20s that like starting out, like I got my first apartment at 19.
Right.
So thankfully back then it was fucking 25 cents for them shitty ramen. Because how else would I have made it? Like a loaf of bread was very cheap and peanut butter and jelly, like things like that. Now it's like, here's $5 for this loaf of bread.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still buy the 10-pack of ramen for $10.
For $10.
Yeah. Yeah.
What it used to be, like $3.97 or some shit when
Something
we were,
like that,
yeah.
It's stupid. It basically still breaks down to a buck and some change per ramen pack.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not in the market for eating human hair, so I'm just gonna starve.
Good point. But I'm just saying, like back in that time, like.
Well, yeah, we could
You
literally
didn't
go
know.
to the
We
vending
didn't
machine
know.
and put in, $1 and get out whatever nutritious meal that you could have.
Yeah.
Which, I don't recommend doing that at college because I gained like freaking 25 pounds
Easy to do.
eating out of a vending machine, but still like lifting weights and doing the whole thing while you're still sitting in class. Plus, I was working for Taco Bell at the time, so I'd be smashing tacos.
You're right.
And then going to class and sitting for a 3.5-hour lecture
Yeah.
and go, that was a bad idea.
Well, you don't think about that stuff. You're just like, well, where's my meal coming from? How quick can it be? And then I got to get to my class, and then I'm going to probably fucking go to sleep after my rager.
Well, right. That's the
I
thing.
didn't go to college, so I don't know about rage. I did.
People
Community.
so did I.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I went to university too.
Yeah.
But the best part about that is staying clued in and present with that because you're not thinking of the aftermath of Taco Bell.
You don't. Well, yeah. Oh. You get like gut gurgles in class.
Right.
Oh, dude.
Well,
How many?
and I mean,
oof.
going back to that, you don't understand how good you have it
Yeah.
now, especially back then, because you didn't make enough money. So you had to stay hungry.
Yeah.
Like there were several times I went without all kinds of meals
Yeah.
because I was doing a gig that night. And I knew that if, X amount of people showed up, I would make enough money to actually eat and then drive home.
Yep.
Instead of crash at a friend's place in Saginaw or Bay City or
Right.
Detroit or wherever it was that we were playing.
Yeah.
Because I had spent all the money on other dumb shit that I needed, plus still trying to go through and take care of my guitar stuff. And,
Right.
oh shit, I blew my amplifier, so I got to go buy a new amplifier.
Yeah.
But, it was all of that stuff. Now it's different because adulting
Yeah.
and running my lawnmower, I still got to get my wheels fixed because I blew my wheels out at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Or, hey, now I have a weed whacker. I need to go through and get gas
Yep.
to do that. Or I need to replace a filter for my leaf blower. Or I need to, buy new string. Or, all of these things. It's the same thing, just different priorities because now you're trying to go through and create a living.
Yeah.
Because now you have responsibilities like mortgages or car payment or insurance or,
Yeah,
hey, if
like
you
all
want
of
to
it.
eat, you got to go to work.
Well, and then we all are going down these like spiral. A lot of people go down the spiral of, this show's on this one, this show's on this streaming service, this one's on this one, and I'm guilty of that. Like I'm like, oh fuck, I want to watch that, and then I forget to cancel the other one that I'm not watching. So here I am, like how many? Yeah, no. Oof.
Well, I kind of get around that, but I mean, it's one of those things that if there is an extra expense, I cut that shit off.
Yeah, no, I started to do that too before like I got back here.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I thought I canceled all of this. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, going again? What the fuck happened here?
Yep.
Yeah, so Mr.
we
Guy
got?
says ramen is basically inflation proof.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, so.
Oh, good God. Let's go over to this poll and see what we got.
Yeah, what
Holy
we got?
shit. Well, we're going to end this so you guys can actually see the response of all of this. So the results are live interviews.
Live interviews, 80% with
Yep.
the shorts at 20%. There we go.
We got to do some shorts and we got to do some interviews.
We got to get some shorts.
Apparently, you guys really like it when we do interviews.
Well, yeah. And that's been one of the funnest parts about being able to do this shows. Yes, we real people having conversations being real people.
Yeah.
So that's part of it, like doing the interviews. But it's interesting to be able to have them, especially like the musicians and stuff, even the comedians, like there's some really good stuff that we've done in the past. So now that we are actually able to be back in studio, we can start like planning these things.
Yes.
And, you know, some of the other things that we tossed around, I know this show was basically just about having conversations.
Well, yeah. And that's one of the things that like we've had several different people approach us collectively and individually going, you know, hey, when are you guys going to have more interviews?
Yes.
Or, you know, it's great seeing you guys. When's Heather going to be back in the studio?
Right.
Or, you know, what are you guys doing? That's different. I'm not sure that I like the whole, you know, you in one spot and Heather in another.
Yeah, no.
And, you know, it was one of those things. It was a transition based on what we were attempting to figure out and navigate. Because we weren't stopping the show.
No. No, not
you know, this has literally been a labor of love for us.
Absolutely.
To go, hey, we're not stopping the show. Yeah. We're tired, but we're going to keep pressing forward.
And we do appreciate you guys like just hanging out with us and still jumping in, like your diehards that continue to be here for, you know, the show. We appreciate that. It was really a tough time trying to transition and still be able to be a part of the show. And, you know, you put all of that stuff together so that I could still be. Because, like, when I left, it was like, dude, what do you know?
Right.
Now what?
How do we navigate this?
You set me up with, you know, originally like a mic and a little board thing. Interface. And that didn't work out. Something was wrong with it. And then you gave me like that ring light and stuff, which ended up fucking... Anyway. So... we navigated the best we could with it.
Yes.
Because literally, me, I was like, I don't want to not be a part of the show, even though because I had to do this, you know, I had to do this thing.
Right.
And I had to figure it out. But, you know, I'm back here. It's been a year. And we continue. We still made shows. I still came back every now and then. Yeah. Those ones always seem to be the ones that we got the most traffic on is when I was actually here in studio. And it's understandable because there's nothing like the quality of
there's no delay
conversations. Yeah, we can have real time.
Yeah, it's a face-to-face conversation. And especially like when we did the interviews and stuff with Mary and Terry.
Yeah.
And if you guys seriously want to see somebody live in studio that we're interviewing, whether it's a band or a comedian, like Heather said, or, you know, a mom and pop local business.
Yeah.
Like there's a handful of people that we're going to be putting on the list. We've got to get Cody Vest in here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit, Cody is amazing.
We got some sit downs that we're gonna have to do and start figuring these things out.
Yes,
you guys have spoke to us. You want to see us do more interviews and some shorts and stuff. Add some different things in. So we're gonna continue to keep on looking into doing that stuff now that I am back. There's time. Like I said, I'm 5 minutes from home. As long as I get to change and eat something, if that's what I got to do, and just get prepared for whatever it is that we're planning on doing, like I'm absolutely down for it. Just just got to have that little bit of time to just
absolutely
breathe in and go to it. But yeah, it's been a long year. It's been a long year. And where are you at after this? This long year.
It's just, I mean, to be completely candid with you guys, it was exhausting. I mean, and the change of the social media landscape.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing to navigate because there was weeks that went by that the way that the algorithms and stuff like that worked, and we've, the core diehards that you guys are that are supporting us, whether you're on Patreon or whether you're on any of the other platforms that we're on, we greatly appreciate that. And if you want to see more stuff, jump into Patreon. There's a bunch of content over there that once you're a patron, you guys can check out. You know, it's $5 a month. You can jump on and become what is it? Good Lord, let me go over here. Nope, that's the wrong scene.
We got some different stuff though that we have to work out with that now that I'm back.
Yes.
Different content things that we can do for that.
I have to find the you think I would be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
Where is it at? The patron card. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, here we go. So yeah, you guys can be weirdos, you can be deckheads, you can be groupies, or you can be a strange friend.
Yeah.
And as you guys can see all this stuff, like all you got to do is pop on to the Patreon, select tier that you want to jump in, and then that can go to all of the other stuff that we're doing there. So do a quick shout out to all the other channels that we
and also while you got that up.
What's that? Oh yeah.
We'll give
a shout out to all of our patrons. We love you guys. The Weirdos, Editor J, the Deckheads, Big Box Dave, and I got a load of Page, and one strange friend.
You have one strange friend, and I'd be Mr. Guy, and that I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Thank you.
We got to get one of those title cards for Mr. Guy's Garbage.
Oh yeah,
so
for
we
sure.
can throw that up on there.
For sure, yeah. Why not?
But just a quick shout out. We're gonna run through these really quickly. We got Baghead, Tempest Striker Gaming, Suck My Deck, Magic Gaming Jerks. You guys are currently watching Don't Make This Weird. Chill Stream, Guitar Fridays. Was it worth it? We're gonna have to change that out because I don't know what we're gonna be doing with that. Initiative Impossible. I think that's actually says innovative. But anyways, there's that. And then we've got the other ones that we're affiliated with. I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
MTG Attitude, Chaos Gaming, This Is My Brain, Rule of Cool, MTG Dreamer, Twiddler's Place, and Action Surge.
Thanks, guys.
All of that we hang out with those guys. We help create content, and we love just hanging out with those guys. It's so much fun. But that's in a nutshell what we're going to be doing. So if you guys really want to support us outright, go to Patreon.
Yeah.
That's where we can provide all this great content.
Don't shit the floor. Go. Go subscribe.
And there's other, affiliate links and stuff like that for Gem Tech, Gem Accessories. Dubby.
Are we still doing?
Oh yeah, we're still doing the Dubbies. But yeah, they're a sponsored affiliate links that if you order the energy drink, it's non-jittery, which is great.
Non-jittery, yeah, don't need that.
So check them out. They give some pretty cool discounts for that stuff.
Heck yeah.
So go check it out. Hit the link down on the bottom there in the old tabaroonies.
So thank you guys for joining in tonight, being live in studio.
Absolutely.
It's great.
Well, how does it feel to be finally back live in studio?
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be honest, right now I'm starting to feeling it.
It is an hour and a half that we won't get back. A little bit.
But, it was nice to just be jumping in my truck. Driving over here, I could have walked, but it's getting dark out now, so I don't.
Yeah,
I know it's Carol, but it's Carol.
I mean,
I'm good.
Yeah, we're part of the hood.
We live in that hood, them hoodlums. But yeah, so I mean, it's good. It's great to be back. It's great to be back. It's good to be in my home and to be just kind of relaxed and feeling better. Mental health wise. Definitely much better.
So what do you want to see for the channel to grow? Because we got the polls and we put all this stuff out there. And I mean, guys, if you're watching this on the rewatch, throw something in the comments of what you guys want to see.
There's some different ideas. I know before I had brought up about doing some theater of the mind stuff, reading scripts and getting people involved in it to do their characters.
We definitely
have different characters
show.
And the cooking show, things like that we've talked about for a long time. product testing, trying like, blind reactions and stuff,
Yes.
because those are, people do watch a lot of those. I watch a lot of blind reactions. And I mean, I know it's just someone sitting there listening, but we comment like Mystery Science Theater. And I loved that. I loved Mystery Science Theater.
Well, and maybe doing some box openings.
Yeah, like some different box openings, some different things, like, just to kind of try these things out, see what's what. And, I'm interested in trying some different things. I do enjoy being able to have these conversations. I do enjoy having the people that join in every week.
Yeah.
Jumping in to chat, talking with us in chat, things like that. Like I love that part of it. I know that there are regulars that come in, and then there's some new people that come in, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, except for when you guys make me read weird shit. Just like no shotgun blasting the floor, please.
Yeah, please don't do that.
No bueno. No more pooping. No pooping the floors. So yeah, I'll be honest. Like right now, I'm just kind of feeling that little. But that's been part of the journey with me trying to figure out stuff with my health and whatnot too, because I had that heart monitor on for a little while to try to figure out like why I'm getting being dizzy, like constantly feeling off balance. And part of that was sitting up if you're laying down, because my heart rate gets really super, super, super low. Yeah. And then obviously, when you stand up, it's going to go higher, but it shouldn't be like going into the 150s and weird shit like that. So that's part of it. I'm still waiting on the results back from that to see like what's next. How do I work through that? How do I figure that stuff out? Because I'm tired of being dizzy all the time. I'm tired of being exhausted. I'm tired of being tired.
Well, maybe that can be part of the journey, and throwing some shorts up and stuff. Yeah, who knows? Yeah,
just different things. I've been approached about people missing Survivor Girl and things like that. But like this past year, I feel that I had to do what I had to do to kind of bring it back in and take a look at the things that I needed to fix for myself.
Right.
And obviously when you're going through stuff where you're feeling depressed, where you don't have much to talk about and you don't want it to come out as something negative. Right. That's not something that I enjoy in life. I don't want to be negative. So for me to be back here, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I can breathe again. I can breathe again, and sticking on that journey, trying to figure out like what's the next thing to get me better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I'm thankful to be here. Thankful to be back.
Well, we all definitely missed you in the studio.
I missed all of you. Like I missed having being surrounded by people that I love and that love me.
And there's no delay, so we can actually talk to each other.
That does make it nice.
Help me, I'm in the box.
That makes it so much nicer too. Like, or like, oh, well, my internet shit the floor. Yep. Can't be on this week.
Totally shit the floor, and now it's being drug around by a cart.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
You got skid mark on the cart.
It's a cart mark. The cart mark.
That's right.
Mark. Oh,
clean up on aisle 4.
Yeah. Clean up on, I don't know what aisle that is, but that's definitely poop.
Is that shit? That's shit. Okay.
Is that turd on your shoe? Yeah. So yeah, it's a great feeling. I'm happy to be back, even with those things. Even with those things, happy to be back.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely glad I can speak. Well, I'm going to speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure everybody else will too. It's definitely good to have you back in studio. And, moving forward, doing all this stuff that we were going to be doing, and then, changing up some of this stuff, obviously. Yeah. Because it's a new chapter.
It's a brand new chapter. It's chapter. That's that Ben fucking Spoon talking, dude. It's a new chapter.
Hey, it worked out great for Neo on Matrix.
Yeah. I ain't no Neo. I ain't no Keanu.
I mean, there's only one Keanu, so.
There is. Yes, exactly. So, yeah, looking forward to the new things, like some of the stuff, we listen. It's not like we don't listen to you guys when you say there's some things that could use some tweaking, some changes, things like that. So.
Well, and I mean, it was all a part of a navigating all last year because, as life deals you things, there's just some times where you're like, hey, I'm going to be 1,000% candid with you.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
No.
And I don't know how to navigate this.
No, and there's lots of struggles that happen throughout the year. And you learn from that stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
But in those moments when all of that stuff is just like closing in on you, it's tough to see that full picture.
Well, it is. And I mean, that's the best part about all of that, where when you finally move past the whole navigation part of it, it's like, okay, so now I'm getting my bearings. I'm back on my feet again.
Yeah.
And I'm doing those things.
Gee.
It makes it that much simpler because going through the process, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like that whole situation. Moving into a new career, becoming, going up further in what I was doing prior to, and then making that big move, all that stuff, it was just one of those things. And I'm thankful to be back here, thankful to feel like myself. And, just been, and constantly hearing, you're so strong. Like you made it through it. Like you did this, you did that, and you're still here. And it's like, I understand that, and I appreciate that, but sometimes it's hard to see that. It's hard to see the strength when all I wanted to do throughout last year was quit and come home.
Yeah.
Not the whole time, but there was a lot of times where I was just like, I am fucking over this. I know there was one time I was on the phone with you and I started like just fucking sobbing, and you were like, tell me how you really feel, little buddy. And I couldn't stop. I was like, I fucking did this because I can't stand this, and this is fucking this. And then like every other word was F this, F and F. And so like, it was tough though, because I was like, I'm eating this food because I feel depressed, and then I'm buying this stuff because I feel depressed. So it's like, I don't do anything else. I don't know anybody else. I don't blah, 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 blah. Like, so just fucking laid it out there, and you're just sitting there and just like, I know. But you've been there for me. You've been here for me for a decade. Like a decade. And, a lot of times the thing I hate the most is, what are you going to do about it? Well, right now I just want to fucking leave. Like,
It's kind of hard seeing the forest through the trees sometimes.
Yeah. And,
we are our own worst critic because we only perceive this side of the screen.
Absolutely.
We don't see, the outside appearance of what we're doing. Yeah. It may look like we have all of our shit together. Internally, we're like, fuck this. I'm so over it. I can't do it anymore.
Internally, it sounds like a hamster on a wheel that is squeaky. Has not been.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
And, there's a plumbing leak, so you're kind of drowning. The wheel's not really going around, but there's like,
But you know what? It's fucking life, dude.
Right. And here we are a year later.
Yep.
And we are celebrating the victory for both of us.
We're here a year later and, wiser for what's happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I have navigated some of those things? Could you have navigated some of those things with more grace, with more, patience, with more whatever?
Yeah.
Possibly. But at the end of it, like I look back and I realized I learned what was the most important thing. And the most important thing to me was that coming home was the final big picture. And now that I'm back, it's like, okay, my roots are going down because I'm not doing that again.
Right.
So glad to be here.
Ta-da.
Ta-da, I'm back.
I'm back, bitches.
Speaking about who's back.
Who's back?
Really quick before we close out the show. Dave is joining in from MTG Attitude. Good evening, weirdos. And,
what's up, Dave?
Mr. Guy says, hi, stranger. Mr. Guy, I mean Dave. And Dave says, hey, guy who hasn't played D&D for a month and is calling me a stranger. And then also, welcome back, Heather. Thank you. Thank you.
All facts.
Love you. Love you, Dave.
We love you.
Love you
That's
guys.
the show.
That's the show, guys. Thank you
Episode
for
339 in the books.
339, and I am back in studio, bitches.
Back in the studio, bitches.
So thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out with us. Do appreciate it.
Right.
We will continue to keep on moving forward, and we've heard you. You want to see us do a couple shorts and interviews again. So we're gonna keep on looking forward to getting some new guests in the studio now that I'm home.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to have to reach out to Cody and get him into the studio.
Yeah, let's make that our first one. Let's get him in here.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us. Thank you to those that are patrons. I always mess that up. Thank you guys for all of that, the love, the support. Those of you that just like, subscribe, share our episodes, things like that. We hope to see you again coming back next week.
Yeah.
But until then, guys, remember, keep it weird.
Hasta la taco.
Much love, guys.
Do that thing.
Do that thing.
Because apparently that's not doing the thing.
Oh, boy.
See you guys later.
Bye, guys.